About 60 billion photographs are taken every year, the majority of them on 35mm film. For tourists and amateur photographers, most of those photos will find their way into albums that might be opened once or twice a year. But the world's biggest film company is changing that tradition. Typically, we drop our exposed film into the local photo shop and return to collect our negatives and prints. Kodak have now added something to this process that will return to you not only prints, but a compact disc with your photographs on it. To take advantage of the Photo CD system, all you have to do is add to your order.
Transfer Photo CD, s'il vous plaît. See?
The new process won't alter how you take your photographs or which brand or type of film you use. And no, you don't have to speak French. Most importantly, you won't need a special digital camera to start using Photo CD. For Photo CD to be a success, it was essential that the system worked for the normal home camera first, because there are literally millions of them. Initially, the process, jointly developed by Kodak and Philips, will be aimed at the amateur photographer who uses the local photo shop. In an age where technology usually means that you have to throw away last year's purchase to make way for the new, PCD is surprisingly simple. The only equipment you need to buy is a player such as this one. The days of a cumbersome setup for the slideshow at home are gone. Every disc can store up to 100 images. Now, to speed up the process of searching for the frame that you want, the disc cover comes with a numbered index. Another bonus that you don't get with slides is the ability to zoom in to a particular part of the frame. But for me, the most impressive feature of this system is the quality and the clarity of the picture. Photo CD makes clever use of existing technologies, such as photo scanning and compact disc storage, combining them with new electrophotographic processes. The system comprises off-the-shelf computer technology teamed with the PCD film scanner and software. It requires just one operator and has a fully automatic focus and exposure operation. After the 35mm film is processed in the traditional manner, the images are loaded into the system and scanned. First, in a quick scan or preview mode, where some adjustments can be made, such as colour alteration and exposure correction. Once satisfied with any changes at low resolution, the operator commits the image to disk. With 3 6-second passes, the image is transferred at full photographic resolution to a gold-coated 120mm compact disc. If the new process had been dependent on a digital camera, only newly taken photographs would have been able to take advantage of Photo CD. Because any existing film can be scanned to CD, old and archival pictures will also benefit. At the end of the process, the index card with thumbnail-sized versions of your pictures is printed and ready to slip into the CD case. Just as Photo CD promises to revolutionise the amateur photo world, design companies and desktop publishing will also gain from the ability to process and manipulate images digitally. Industry giants like Fuji, Agfa and Apple Computer will be marketing products using PCD technology under license from Kodak, with what is generally accepted now as the new world standard. Photo finishers and mini labs are able to buy the complete imaging workstation for about $100,000. For the moment, all standard prints will still be made from film negatives. At present, businesses that run workstations like this are the only ones who can print from their CDs. But very soon, customers too will have access to this technology. The first release photo CD players read the photo discs as well as standard music CDs and CDI. But it's envisaged by Kodak that in future, users will be able to team up their personal computer with PCD to combine photos, graphics and music. As for longevity, accelerated degradation tests show that photo CD images will last at least as long as photographic prints. Of course, some will mourn the passing of the traditional photo album, but for most, the snaps of today will mark a true change in the way we store our memories. Now, if we could only teach people to stop acting when their picture gets taken. Coming up after the break, linking the car to the heart of a communications centre. And still to come, putting damaged human hearts under pressure.
Disney World, the Kennedy Space Center, Universal Studios, the Epcot Center. Orlando, Florida is a tourist town from city limit to city limit. More Americans head here for holidays than anywhere else in the country. And being the country's #1 tourist destination, it follows that a good percentage of the people on the roads at any moment haven't a clue where they are or where they're going. And that makes this an ideal testing ground for a car navigation system that can guide you across 16,000 kilometres and through 75,000 intersections just as easily as you'd find your way around your own hometown. It can also help you find a room for the night or select a tourist attraction, book a table at a restaurant, or even find your way to an old friend's house. If you still manage to get lost and can't quite remember how to use the system, there's a 24-hour help service available by phone. Now that's at the offices of the American Automobile Association, and that's where we're heading. So I need to enter my destination. It's a service. There it is, AAA offices in Florida. At Heathrow, that's right, and I'll ask it to plan a destination via the fastest route. Onboard navigation systems have been taking the long, slow road to fruition. But with this system, electronic navigation has finally come of age. It's simple to program, and following the turn-by-turn instructions is as easy as, well, getting lost in a strange city.
Drive straight through the intersection onto SR 436 Severin Boulevard. Next turn.
If that voice starts to nag you, turn it off and follow the map instead. As a first-time visitor to Orlando with no idea where AAA was in relation to anywhere, and with very little nose for direction, I was relying totally on that synthesized voice and the video map to get me there.
Bear right onto the ramp to east-west to west.
Okay, so the East-West Expressway. TravTech continually calculates the distance and time remaining to your destination. With a quick glance at the monitor from time to time, you can't go wrong.
Bear right onto the ramp to east-west to west.
And make a right.
Your car may be off the planned route. If so, press the OK new route button for a new route.
You're kidding. Bear right, not turn right. Time for some help. To be fair, this mistake really wasn't TravTech's fault. It was the cameraman's. He was blocking the monitor, and because I was still getting used to this, I needed a quick look at the map just to be sure where I was going. When I couldn't remember what I'd been told to do after making a wrong turn, the help desk was on hand to solve the problem.
Good afternoon, TravTech Help Desk. This is Loretta.
Hello, Loretta. I'm trying to find my way from the airport to the AAA offices. As it turned out, straying off course didn't present a problem. 436.
You're eastbound on Lake Underhill.
The computer redetermined my position.
Push OK.
And planned a new course to get me going. Okay. Thanks, Loretta. Bye-bye. TravTech uses a combination of magnetic compasses and wheel sensors to pinpoint the car's position. The computer system matches that road information with navigable maps stored in its database. So, as I turn the corner, the wheel sensors note that I've turned right, figure there must be a street there, and the microprocessors scan the database to find the name of that street. Hopefully they'll tell me I'm on the East-West Expressway.
I think 10 years out, it's probably not unlikely to assume that you'll have this available in a whole host of cars that are available on the road. I think by that time, the price will come down to where it's affordable for the average American.
Right onto the ramp, drive for east.
Throughout the journey, my car is constantly receiving information on updated traffic conditions from this control room. Freeway cameras, radio reports, road sensors that detect traffic volumes, police communications. They all filter back to this room where they're added to the database. The car and the control room are constantly talking through radio signals. The car advising its position and the control room keeping the vehicle informed of traffic problems. If there's a jam ahead, TravTech will think again and suggest a new direction I can take to avoid the congestion.
Traffic Management Center, this is Joe.
Hello, Joe. It's Tracy.
Hi, Tracy. I've been tracking you since you left the airport. I saw you make that wrong turn on the way down.
Today, Joe was keeping an eagle eye on me. But in the future, he'll see thousands of cars moving across the city and through TravTech be able to direct traffic smoothly across town.
Robinson. Traffic is congested.
We still have a ways ahead before onboard navigation systems become standard offering. The TravTech system is presently undergoing a 12-month trial.
Next turn in 1 2/10 miles.
I found it simple, clear, and not at all distracting.
Turn left onto AAA Drive.
And it got me exactly where I wanted to go. If it also proves capable of reducing congestion and keeping drivers cool under the collar,
Route guidance complete.
it'll be the one backseat driver you'll gladly welcome aboard.
You are in the vicinity of your destination.
Coming up after the break, our first look into the watery veins of plants.